Anytime is time. Anytime is time. Anytime that that clicks and passes in a day is time. So do not allow any time to pass you. Do not allow any time to make use of you. Instead, make use of your time. Do not allow any day that passes in your life to just be a waste. Do not allow any time that passes in your life to be a waste. Instead of time or any day to make use of you, make use of it. I came today with ego. I want to talk about ego a little bit, but because the environment might not allow me to do it exactly the way I wanted, but I have to say something about it. Ego is the enemy of oneself. Ego is the enemy of oneself. That is how I see it. I call it also a wing. Birds, they have wings. But human beings, we have shoulder. Your shoulder. Birds, they use their wings to fly. Why you and I, we have a shoulder that carries us, that lifts us. When you want to do something, you want to walk, you want to get up, you have to get up. You want to run, you run. When you want to walk around, you move. More of what that moves in our body when we walk is our shoulder. That shows it shows itself when we move our body, because this is what that is carrying you and I. And this is what is called, I call it ego. Ego, it is something that is inbuilt in you and I. Each and every one of us has it. Do not say he is too much proud or she is too much proud. That thing that is making him to be much proud is also built in you. So now, I said ego is an enemy of oneself, depending on how you handle it, depending on how you have molded it. Ego is beautiful. It's not a bad word. But many times that, some things that we show in our lives makes it look like ego is a bad word. It is not. It's a very, very, very interesting, a beautiful word. Only 3 words. Only 3 words. Ego can make you remain one place over your life, because you have refused to look ahead, because you have refused to look into yourself. I have refused to look into myself. Ego diminishes you. Ego raises you. Ego also puts you also in a normal level. And that is when you have worked on it. When you have looked into that 3 words. And that is when you become a normal human being. That is when you become molded. That is when you become, you know, um, you know, when that is when you, because this word ego, I don't know, is a very, very, very interesting word and very hard to talk about. And that is why you see us today. Ego. It's a pity. Ego will make you to hate your brother. Ego will make you to hate your sister. Ego will make you even think of killing. Because you have not tried to look into yourself and bring yourself and mold yourself in a normal level, in a normal level of whom you're supposed to be. Ego makes you like this. Ego will never allow you to see good thing in life. I'm telling you. Ego will never allow you oh my goodness. Ego, if you do not work on it, ego will crumble you. Oh my goodness. If you do not look into this word, these three words, I don't know, because I don't know if you are following me, or because it's what that has made us what we are today. These three words: ego. Ego makes you proud. Ego makes you arrogant. Ego makes you stupid. Ego makes you foolish. Ego makes you become a wicked person in the eyes of others. Ego makes you an empty person. When somebody looks at you, they said, look, this one, forget it. Because you have not worked on it. Ego is very simple. It's a very simple word. It's just only three. And as simple as it is. But when you do not understand it, it makes you see the three words as 100-letter words. May God help us. Ego will make you to see your sister. You don't care. You don't greet. But where is it taking you to? Ego will make you to see your brother. You don't care. You don't greet. You did that one. Forget it. But it's not taking you and I anywhere. Have you been in a state of being in terms with your fellow beings? Even if I didn't ask you to, because the word is really something else this time around. Make a very good relationship. Because at the end of others, that is the only thing that we can give an account of. The way you have lived with your fellow being and the way you have lived with God. ego can also make you to abuse God. A lot of people talk nonsense. A lot of people talk rubbish. A lot of people think stupid things in their skull. Because ego will always make you and hang you somewhere that can never allow you to come down. Remember, when you are standing on top of a seat, you're not balanced. You're not balanced. Your legs are not on the ground. Your legs are not on the ground. You are hanging. You are somewhere. You are just like a kind of someone who is almost a kind of, you are swimming. You bring up your head, then you breathe. When you are inside, there is nothing like that. You are being hanged. It's someone who is a kind of suffocating. That is what it is. That is what ego is in our lives. So when you come down from the seat, then brings your leg, because when you are still standing on top of the seat and somebody pushes you, you will fall down. Definitely you will fall down. And something might happen to you. That is the same thing. When you are walking, when you are, swimming in the river of ego. But when you bring your legs down, when you stand on the ground, normal, anything can happen. When somebody pushes you, you will be able to have, a kind of, you will have a balance. Either you can hold on something, or you can, you can manage yourself. You can still have the strength to push back the person. That is what ego is in our lives. So what I'm talking about is, let us work on it. Ego have destroyed many things. Is it relationship? Is it marriage? Is it brotherhood? Is it sisterhood? Ego has destroyed so many things. You did something wrong to your brother. You are feeling so big to say sorry. Ndo nwannem, I'm sorry, my brother. Who are you? Inside of you is, who are you that I should say sorry? Like I said before, it's a 3 words. Very simple. When you walk on them, when you swim in the river of ego, you ever remain happy because you have nothing to lose. No matter how the world is going to turn into, or maybe upside down, however, let it just be, because you have nothing to lose. It is very simple. It is very simple. It's a very simple word. Family akakasia. Because we are dragging who will first of all say, oh yeah, let it be, let it go. Husband and wife are living together. Nobody can bring him or herself down. I'm sorry. Use the name, whatever name you call your husband or your fiancé or your brother or your sister as a paid name or whatever. You people are living in the same room, living in the same roof, in the same house. You are not talking. You are not communicating each other. Why are you deceiving yourself? Why should you deceive yourself? You don't have any right to do that. See, this life, nobody is forcing you to do such. No. So it is something that we must, so that, because there is, there is always that it is always good to live in harmony, no matter how it is. Then, if you have worked on it, because there are difficult people in the world, if you have worked on your ego, sometimes you can't continue like saying, I am sorry, I am sorry, I am sorry. Look into the person whom you are dealing with. If it is not such person, because many people do not forgive. No matter how you do it, no matter how you try it, no matter whichever thing you give to them, their heart is stone. It's better they kill than to forgive you. By the time you have worked on it, you have tried to make peace with your brother, and the person did not. Ego is no more a problem. Live before it eats your head. That is it. So it's a small word that we need to take care of a little bit, to look into a little bit. Is difficult, but we need them. We need them. We need them. They are the things that made us what we are. See, God created us with all these things, but depends on the way you are working on yourself. Depends on the way you have taken the level you have taken them to. Depends on how you have made it to be. So that is it. Make them your companion, so that you will live the life. This life is not double. It's not two, just only one. Onye gakwanu today, gawachakwa. Onye metara, oburu. This word is not for anybody. That you be hanging your shoulder, hanging and bring it down. Bring it down. Onye kina hangry ya. Who are you hanging this? It doesn't fit you. It doesn't fit me. It doesn't fit us. Anuku ekworo, jealousy, enviness is, oh my goodness, filled inside of us. All these things are the work of ego. Did you hear me? When you see your brother, when you see your sister, wherever, open your eyes. Open your eyes. This word is not for anybody. It's not for me, it's not for you. It's not our own. We just came and see the word. Walk on ego. God bless you.